If you're a religious worker or a special juvenile immigrant, big changes are happening in the visa bulletin that will take your green card time wait from just a few months to over several years. This is very disappointing, but it's very important to understand why it's happening and what you can do about it. Hello everybody, and welcome back to Immigration Channel. This is a place where I explain complex immigration matters in short, simple videos. I'm going to explain to you what these changes are, what you can do about it, and possibly this can happen also in other categories, so it's good to be aware of what can happen in the visa bulletin in such short amount of time. Before we do that, if you're here for the first time, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, click the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos, and also give us a big like so YouTube will be able to show this video to more people just like you. I'm going to explain to you what these changes are, what you can do about it, and possibly this can happen also in other categories, so it's good to be aware of what can happen in the visa bulletin in such short amount of time. Before we do that, if you're here for the first time, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, click the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos, and also give us a big like so YouTube will be able to show this video to more people just like you. So as you know, there's an annual limit on the number of green cards that can be issued every year. And if you follow the visa bulletin videos that we do every single week, you know that employment-based categories are classified into 5 categories: EB1, EB2, EB3, EB4, and EB5. So for example, religious workers and special juvenile immigrants are falling under the EB4 category. The law also sets limits on visas. So for example, one nationality cannot exceed 7% of the visas that are issued to this nationality per year. Once that one nationality exceeds 7%, then their visa availability are listed in separate columns, just like what's happening to India, China, the Philippines, and other countries. Case applicants from Honduras, El Salvador, and Guatemala were listed in separate columns because the demand for visas from these countries exceeded the 7% allowed by law. And based on this calculation, the cutoff date for these countries was set at March 15, 2018, while visa availability for other individuals from other countries was ranged anywhere from 2020 to 2022, which was a much faster wait time for applicants from the rest of the world. If you were not from El Salvador, if you're not from Guatemala, if you're not from Honduras, the wait time for you was just a few months. Whereas those countries had to wait several years because the demand for these visas was definitely above 7%. However, in March of 2023, the Department of State realized they made a mistake in separating those countries from the rest of the world. And while their visa numbers exceeded 7%, it didn't exceed the overall limitations on overall usage. And so what the Department of State did, they added those 3 countries to the rest of the world in the EB4 category. And by doing that, the entire world, in the sense that all applicants from the rest of the world in the EB4 category now retrogressed back to 2018. And this is started in April 1st visa bulletin, continued through May, and probably will continue this through the rest of the year. This is devastating for a lot of applicants from other countries that were so close to getting their green cards, and now they're going to be waiting for several years to be able to do that. How is that going to impact applicants who are watching this video right now? If you have an R1 visa right now, and you're about to reach the end of your 5 years on the R1, you're not going to be able to apply for your green card because the visa availability now went back to 2018. That means you're going to have to leave the country and wait back home until you can apply for your green card. If you're a religious worker inside the United States and you're nearing the end of your R1 visa status, you may have to find other visa options if you want to be able to stay in the United States. Maybe switch to an H-1B, go back to school. It's just going to be very complicated for a lot of these applicants, and it's sad that it's happening right now. It's going to put a lot of hardship on a lot of religious workers from all denominations, and it's going to make the process of applying for permanent residency very, very complicated, forcing many of them to depart, leave the United States, break their jobs here, and separate families. Forcing many of them to depart, leave the United States, break their jobs here, and separate families. This is important right now. If you're watching this video, we have to take action, lobby Congress, call your representatives. It's not fair, it's not justified, and they need to find a better way to deal with this visa crisis and not by retrogression. So once again, if you're a religious worker and you're watching this, send me a message and see what we can do to help you. Once again, once we have more information about this situation, I promise to post another video and keep you informed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.